Over the past 10 years, there's been a real emphasis on the importance of creating a morning ritual or a morning routine. And although I hold my hand up and I say I 100% agree, many of the things that are being recommended are very masculine in nature. And you know what I always say, that a woman nurtures better, she feels better, she is more successful in her relationships and her work, she is more impactful in her work when she is living in about 70 to 80% her feminine energy. So if we're all starting our day doing these masculine habits in a masculine way, we're completely starting our day in a way that does not support us. So what I want to do is share the top 4 things that I think are really killing our feminine energy, and then share with you the way that you can just tweak it slightly to make it more supportive and more in line with your feminine energy. So let's dive into this today. All right, the first morning habit that is killing your feminine energy is forcing yourself to do the same thing every single day in your morning routine. Now, this way suits men very well. It's structured, it's consistent. That is masculine energy, okay? Yet, have you ever noticed, if you've tried to create a morning ritual and do the things that everybody says you're supposed to do, that you do it for a period of time and then you're like, it's not motivating me anymore. Why is it not motivating you anymore? Because you are a woman. You need to tune into your body and your soul and ask it what it needs from you that day. Now, here at The Elegant Life, we like to live with our masculine and our feminine energy in harmony. And what that means is we know that a morning routine is very beneficial. It sets our whole vibration and frequency up for the rest of the day. And so we know that supports us. So our masculine energy is something that says, yes, I do things to support myself every single day. What that is the feminine, and that changes. So for 2 weeks, you might be doing a meditation that feels just perfect, and you're going to say, oh, I found it, I found it, I found it. Oh yeah, this is perfect, until it's not. And you need a different kind of meditation. The different kind of movement routines that you do. Sometimes you're like, oh God, I've got this, this is working, I'm seeing results, I'm loving it. And then you don't. This is because you are a female. Our hormones are changing consistently. Your soul will be tapping you on the shoulder saying, actually right now, you kind of need more of this stuff. And that's when you want to lean into something different. You're not changing the fact that you're going to do things that support you. That's every single day because you love yourself. You honor yourself. You have reverence for yourself. Yet what you do changes. Now, I really recommend that you do meditation every day because it is so beneficial. Yet, how many different kinds of meditations are there? Sometimes you'll feel like a breakfast that feels very dense, and sometimes you'll need something very light. The key here is tune into your body. Be flexible. Flow with what you need on any given day. That is feminine. Let's move on to the next tip. The second morning habit that is killing your feminine energy is turning off the alarm, getting up, and starting to do actions before tuning in to your soul and the light within you. I used to be this exact way. Actually, I used to hit the snooze button 20 times and then get up, start getting ready, grab my bag, grab something out of the fridge, put my lunch in my bag, and just head out. It was all action, action, action. Now, how many of you who also have kids do the exact same thing? You're hopping out of bed because maybe your child has woken you up, and then you're starting in your actions right away. You're giving immediately without aligning the light that you are. Tuning in, checking in with your soul and your higher self, tuning in to what it needs, what messages it has for you, and really coming into harmony with that light within you. that is a whole different energy that you will come to your tasks, your children, your work with, isn't it? You see, feminine energy is all about the inner world. And so when we close our eyes, that's when we access everything within that inner world. So check in with yourself. Are you using your masculine energy to commit, to decide that I am a woman who makes a feminine morning ritual her priority? I can give 10 minutes, I can give 15 minutes, maybe even up to half an hour. But I am committing to that because I know that what I'm going to be able to bring will be so rich for not only myself, but for everyone else that I interact with that day. The third habit that's killing your feminine energy is not getting ready, not getting presentable for the day. How many people are working more from home now? And so it's not a necessity to show up as your most presentable self, right? If you don't have any Zoom calls or any meetings, it seems fun to be able to just wear whatever, stay in your pajamas all day. If you think of some of the characteristics of what feminine energy is, it's really about beauty and creativity. So you getting ready, doing your hair, putting on a little makeup if you wear makeup, whatever it is, doing your skincare, putting on an outfit that feels like you are expressing your authentic self. That is you being in your feminine energy. Wearing pajamas, sweatpants, ripped clothes, or just throwing on whatever throughout the day because you're just going to be working from home and no one is seeing you. It's way too masculine because it's focusing again on just getting a task done. Right? I'll share a little story with you here. There were times in the last few years where I wasn't filming any videos, I wasn't seeing any clients, I wasn't going out anywhere. And so I would put my hair up here, throw on whatever kind of a shirt and some baggy pants. And some days I didn't even do my skincare or my makeup. I started to notice that I didn't have as much energy some days. And my daughter said something to me. She said, why don't you get yourself ready? You might find that you have more energy. Little wise girl she is. As someone who has had to learn how to be in my feminine energy more, because I lived about 40 years of my life mainly in my masculine energy, I sometimes, depending on circumstances in life, can just revert back to, I just have things to do today, so I don't need to look good. That works okay sometimes, but it's not what I want to be my everyday reality. So I thought about it and I was like, well, I don't want to get full makeup every day. I don't want to have to do my hair every day. Like, come on, that's not what I'm about. And then I remembered, feminine energy is about flowing with what kind of a day you're getting, and it's about being creative. So depending on what I had going that day, I would get creative and say, today, what would beautiful look and feel like for me? Some days it might just be me looking in the mirror, curling my eyelashes, covering up my dark circles, putting on a little lip balm that has a little color, tying my hair back in a nice ponytail or a bun, as you see so often, and that's what's going to feel good. And I literally feel beautiful. So get creative on this day. What's going to make you feel and look beautiful? And then you're going to flow into the next day and be flexible and say, what's going to make me feel and look beautiful today? Maybe it's going to be wearing a dress because your soul is telling you, that's how it's going to make me feel feminine today. Great. The next day it's going to be something else. The thing that stays consistent is committing to this idea of showing up as your authentic self, whatever that looks like on a particular day. I am my authentic self like this, and yet I am also my authentic self when I'm very natural, very simple, and just hanging out at home, reading my cookbooks, baking in the kitchen. That's part of me too. Let's move on to the very final habit that is really killing your feminine energy. The final habit that I want to focus on that really suppresses your feminine energy is not showing your body love and nurturing. If you are hitting the snooze button 10 times, if you're simply taking a really quick shower in the morning, if you're shoving a piece of toast down your throat and knocking back a coffee, rushing the kids out the door without even a thought about your body and what it needs to keep it well and healthy, then that too is just going into the action doing mode that is masculine energy. Instead, it is so key to start your morning by giving your body some nurturing and love. Now, I know what you're saying, Erin, I have got busy mornings. I have so much to do. I've got 3 kids. I've got this. I have to leave my house at this time to get to work. I hear you. I've been there. So I want to give you a few different really quick and easy ways that you can show love and nurturing for your body that really don't take a lot of time or effort. But just the fact that you are consciously doing it, it really brings you into your feminine energy. So here's the first one. When you take a shower, use some kind of a soap or a body wash that really brings you pleasure and joy. There's been one from L'Occitane that was the almond oil wash. Other ones are lavender. There are some really great natural brands out there. So in the morning, maybe you're going to want to have some real beautiful fresh grapefruit or orange or lemon just to invigorate you. I know that sometimes rosemary can be beautiful in the morning as well. Like, really choose something that is going to uplift you, give you pleasure, because pleasure is connecting you with your feminine energy. Another thing you can do is use a body brush. This is really a beautiful way of connecting with your body and just stimulating your body. So what you do is you start at your ankle and you go up all the way. You're always moving towards your heart. I do it a lot on my legs. If you're doing it here, you're going to go down because that's going to go towards your heart, right? So here, here, and anything that's below your heart, you're going to go up, up, up. It really exfoliates, it really stimulates circulation, and it makes you come alive and present in your body. And that's how you connect with your feminine energy, by coming into your body, not being up here so much, right? If you start your day and you're just thinking about your to-do list, bring it down into your body. Another way is by nurturing your body with high vibration foods, particularly with 2 things. One is the right amount of fiber and one is the right amount of protein. If you gift your body those 2 things in the morning, along with some fresh fruits or even fresh vegetables. I'm not a big vegetable eater in the morning, but fruits I love in the morning. That is giving your body everything it needs. It is so amazing that you love yourself enough. You have reverence for everything that your body is allowing you to do and experience in this life. And you're taking care of it. You want to nurture it. And focusing particularly on those things, the protein, the fiber, and the fresh fruits or vegetables and whole grains, things like this, which we talked about in last week's video. If you're someone that feels busy and rushed, and you want to nurture yourself with high vibe foods, and you want to make sure that they have enough protein and fiber, but you don't have interest to plan out all kinds of options for yourself, this is why in the Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence program, every single week I gift you new breakfast options, new lunch options, snack options, and dinner options where everything is balanced. And all you have to do is go through the breakfast and say, that's the kind of one I feel like. That's the kind of lunch I feel like. That's the kind of snack I feel like today. And that's the kind of dinner I feel like. I've done all the work for you because I am a certified nutritionist for women, particularly for health and weight loss. And so I've done all the hard work for you. You just have to pick and choose. And if you use that, the way people felt, the way people just had excess energy, weight melt off them, shocked even them. And this month, to support you in kind of this new energy feeling of September, I'm offering a 50% discount, which I really don't do often. If you really want to learn how to live a more feminine lifestyle, feeling well, looking well, being able to be confident and successful. This program is the way to set you up for that success. So this week, make it an elegant feminine week.